Welcome to the show, everybody. BSing with Tokes. Another one. Today, what's up, Big Stack?
What's up?
How you doing, man?
Super duper.
Today, we're doing an early Halloween type thing, and I got the Yeti Boys in this bitch.
Big up,
what's
big up.
What's up? It's Omer
Stories.
and Ryan, man. You were on a earlier L.I.O.N podcast back in the day.
I was.
It was good times. Yeah, but now you could see his face.
Yeah, you can see it. It looks like this.
It looks like this.
It's generic, and I think people like it a little bit. Not a lot, a little bit.
Has a lot of orange.
It has its days.
Yeah,
It's
you
some-
know?
yeah.
Kind of like a pumpkin.
A pumpkin.
And speaking of pumpkins,
That was
we
a
talk
segue.
about spooky things. See, he's good at that. You go pumpkin to, speaking of pumpkins.
That's
I
that
was
pumpkin
carving,
spice.
And then its guts came out.
How you doing, Omer?
Oh, just hanging in there.
Yeah.
Really trying.
Yeah, man. It's
Classic
life, man.
white man answer to things.
Another day in paradise.
Yeah, man.
Living the dream or whatever.
Living the dream.
There it is.
So many more dad answers.
Yeah.
It's what a black dude would say in the 1960s. Man, I'm hanging in there, dude. It's a different times. Different times. Well, it's good to have you guys here, man. Yeti Boys. And get it right, too, because I just fucked it up. It's Dem Yeti Boys.
Wait,
Don't forget the Dem.
What is? Oh,
Not the Yeti Boys.
the Yeti boy.
Not Yeti Boys. Dem Yeti Boys.
Just Google it. If you Google it, we're the only thing that comes up.
Well, why don't you go ahead and plug it, man, before we get started. You can go ahead and plug where could you find your stuff at, whatever.
On the internet.
On the internet.
You can also.
What the fuck is the internet?
What the fuck
Can
is
you
the
explain
internet?
to me the internet?
I just watched that the other day. Hilarious film. But we're Dem Yeti Boys, as we've mentioned several times.
Right.
We're a metal band, but we're gonna talk.
Yeah, it was fun, man.
That's what we do.
Dude, you guys are wild.
We
You
are.
guys are wild. I'm
We're
trying to
talking
get Big
about-
Stack out to one of your shows,
well.
And
man.
as soon as you come, you will regret it immediately. I promise you. Okay, I'm just kidding.
Excellent.
I'm kidding. Yeah.
I mean,
No, because you got Canvas, too.
Yeah, we got.
Dude, I like it, man. I think it's unique. It's because I'm not really into aggressive metal and all this stuff, but the way you do it and what you do, it keeps me there,
Well,
and it's entertaining. So if it doesn't appeal to somebody, but they're entertained enough to watch it, dude, that means you have something. Because the people that do, and I saw like a lot of hot chicks at your show, dude. What's up with that?
I don't know. What show were you at? 'Cause
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The one that was at the Haven. At the Haven. There was like 2 or 3 bad ones that walked in there. I'm like, what is this about?
Speaking of the Haven, we will be playing that November 2nd.
Oh, see, there you go.
Come back for the hot chicks, apparently.
Nice segue there.
And if we're talking about Halloween and pumpkins, we also have a Halloween show on the 29th at the West End.
West End in Sanford.
All sorts of plugs.
It's actually part of the I-4 Corridor Tour.
Yes.
5 days, 2 dates.
Love it. I might catch one of those.
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
You should.
Yeah.
You should catch it
You
instead
should.
of
Dude,
venereal
dude.
disease or any other thing you can
Hey,
catch.
I don't lie about shit, man. You know what I mean? I don't have to. If you sucked, I'd say you suck. I just say the truth. I don't like that music, and I liked what I saw with you guys. It was fun. It was really fun.
Means a lot.
Let's get some shots out this bitch, man. Can I get a bottle? Since it's Halloween, we're celebrating. I don't know if I'm gonna do the Cabo
really?
Wabo.
When you said Cabo Wabo, I wanted to try it.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm
Whatever you
definitely
want to
in
drink,
Cabo.
dude. Pass me the peanut butter whiskey.
Oh, you got peanut butter?
Screwball.
Screwball. I've had that shit.
Dude,
Yeah, I've had it. It's good.
Smooth.
I just tried this for the first time the other
Very
day.
smooth.
It's fucking amazing. I don't even like peanut butter. I don't even like peanut butter, dude.
How do you not like peanut butter?
Well, I mean, I don't
packed
eat
with
a lot of
protein,
peanut butter. It's not
delicious.
like I don't like it. I just don't prefer
Melted
it.
on a
I guess
bagel.
it's just fucking
All right,
peanut
so
butter, dude.
definitely have to say peanut butter. Are we smoothie
there-
or crunchy people? Because I'm crunchy, and people always say, "Oh, dude, how can you like crunchy peanut butter? It's made out of peanuts."
Right.
It should
Do you
be
want
crunchy.
this?
Yeah.
I literally have no preference.
What? Oh, I have a
Just-
preference.
just
It's got to
eat
be
peanut
crunchy.
butter. I don't care.
The
Really?
ideal.
I would prefer smooth peanut butter, to be honest.
But why?
Why? I don't know.
I like
Is it not
nutty
hard to
nutty
eat?
peanut butter.
Probably the same reason I don't like I like Milky Ways, but I don't really like Snickers.
A Milky Way is definitely better than a Snickers for sure.
Right. Well,
One's just
I don't like
smoother.
shit in my shit.
it makes you think of shit.
It doesn't make me think of shit. I don't like stuff in my.
You don't like
I don't
shit in
know.
your shit. Gotcha. Without the
It's a textural thing.
without
Yeah,
the
it's a
shit.
it's a
Yeah,
texture.
it's
It's a texture thing.
You know,
Absolutely.
when you're biting into toast, you don't want to bite a peanut. I get that.
That's a female thing though. It's a texture thing, right?
No.
I haven't heard
No, I
many
was
dudes.
totally like that when I was a kid. Like
Yeah.
lots of
that-
stuff bothered me.
Okay, let me think
That's
about this
a-
for a second. I don't really think I've ever heard a dude ever say it was a texture thing.
I've heard plenty of people. I mean, I'm a textured thing too
A
sometimes. It
lot
just
of
depends
people
on what
talk
it
about
is.
mouthfeel.
Yeah, mouthfeel is like a big thing. No, seriously, if you're eating food, you can say like if it makes your mouth feel
what they
good
say.
or whatever, man.
Yeah,
but
makes
like
your mouth feel good.
right. It just feels good in the mouth, you know. It's
Maybe
got
this is a
great-
whole concept I never really considered.
Hey, cheers.
Before Ryan does his,
I was just gonna take a sip.
I saw what was happening there. Cheers, everybody. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Yeah, happy Halloween.
Yeah, yeah.
A week early.
A week early, baby. Why not?
Like,
So,
dude.
yeah.
Why not?
tastes
It's
like
actually,
peanut
it's
butter.
actually more than that.
That's peanut buttery.
Dude.
That's good.
Oh, you never
And
had
it burns. Isn't it great? I knew Big Stack
It's a
would love
nice,
it.
it's a nice sip.
It doesn't really burn.
You put
I
a
mean,
you
tiny
put an
bit.
ice cube in
I
there.
like it.
My in-laws showed me that up in Alabama.
Yeah, that's
I know he already saw it. I was like, oh, I was trying to surprise him and shit. I'm like, hey,
That's
I got
pretty
some
good.
peanut butter whiskey. Hey, dude, I don't even like peanut butter. We tried that for the first time the other night, and me and my girlfriend freaking loved it. So
I think all the flavored stuff is kind of dangerous shit.
yeah,
It can sneak up on you.
I
So
mean,
true.
even this honey
Oh, honey jack.
whiskey. I mean,
yeah.
A buddy of mine and I bought a bottle of that one night, and we were just like, "Oh, we'll take a couple shots, and we'll have having other people come over in there." So by the time they got there, we had drank the whole bottle because it was so smooth.
Right.
We were just like, we'll just do another one. And then all of a
Right.
sudden the bottle was gone, and we were just fucking hammered.
That's great. Good times. I had a good
Somebody
time.
I know. Oh, I was gonna say because like Rob will kill a bottle.
I've seen
in-
Rob kill
in like an hour.
I've seen Rob kill bigger bottles than both of these combined.
I've seen Rob
Yeah.
kill a bottle bigger than him.
He's a small man.
He's a very small man.
He's about what 5'4" maybe.
It's like, how big was the bottle, or how small was the dude?
He's about 14 inches tall. So.
Yeah.
But,
Knee-high
but
to
still,
two
that's
grasshoppers.
impressive.
He's not 14 inches tall. The fuck is that?
that's a dwarf.
That's not even a dwarf, dude. That's a fucking quadriplegic or something.
It's related
You
to
gotta
Willow.
Well, I
Could
think
be
there
just
was-
a head.
Who was I think the smallest lady was only like 21 inches.
Really?
Like an
Ever?
adult.
That's interesting.
Like some Indian lady.
Some Indian lady?
Yeah.
Well, I just had my birthday. That's why, by the way, we were off for a couple weeks, so we're back. And yeah, I had to, because I noticed a lot of people, man, they don't chill. You gotta chill, dude. You gotta balance it out, man.
Yeah,
because if you don't, you'll lose your mind. You have to, and that just goes. That's not just for me for what this is. That's for everybody. That's for everybody. I think the problem is a lot of people chill and they don't go back. They don't want to really acknowledge bad shit, so they stay in denial. Like, yo, I don't even want to deal with this stuff. I'm just gonna stay focused on living my best life, blah blah blah, and worry about my children. And truth be told, yo, I understand because I don't have kids, dude. If I had kids, I probably wouldn't be able to do this because I'd be so invested in their time. So I totally get it, man. I totally get it. This guy is 100%, 110%
Everything gets pushed down the line.
invested in his kid's life. Yeah, everything gets pushed down. Right, correct, man. It's tough, man, to balance life. Period, man. Whatever you're doing, you have to take a step back from whatever you're doing and just try to balance shit out.
Well, having the kid helps you with pushing
Dishes.
through the bullshit.
Yeah, motivation.
Yeah, I mean, there's been times I feel like, well, I could have a nervous breakdown,
Right.
but the kid helps you keep steady.
Oh, it makes
Right.
everything
You know?
worth it.
Well, I could totally.
Like, hey, I can't lose my shit because I got to be there for her. So it helps you,
Right.
helps level you out.
I get you. I thought you meant she gives you a pep talk because I was like, that's totally Ava, dude. I could see her being.
She helps me not kill the bottle. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, no, seriously.
Kill the
I'm
bottle,
like,
Dad. Just do it.
I better
Do it.
stop.
Do it.
Well, if I want to keep supporting myself and her,
Yeah.
set her down.
Yeah. Speaking of kill the bottle, let's do another shot.
Well, that was fast.
You know what? I'm about it.
All right.
I'm about it.
Why not?
Yeah,
man?
that shit's pretty tasty.
Dude, I like it.
a nice, good sipping whiskey.
It is, man. It's good stuff.
Not mixing dark with light.
Oh yeah, I was about to say you should. You
Fool's
should
gamble.
do it.
You can't mix. You can't
wouldn't
mix
mind.
anything with tequila, dude. You'll fucking die.
Well, you can.
Yeah,
Technically, you can just put it in the same cup.
Well, not. I'm not
Have you ever heard
talking
of mixing it with Sierra Mist, Coca-Cola? And
Right.
you can mix.
I mean, had I known.
I mean, it gets mixed up after you drink it.
Right. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers up. Yeah, Dem Yeti Boyz.
Big up, big up.
I wouldn't do it.
So where should we start with this, man? Because I feel like
Talk to me.
That's pretty good.
as Dem Yeti Boyz, we've had an experience, but I also feel like with Canvas,
How long have you
We've
been a
also
band so
had
far? How long has
our
Dem
own
Yeti Boyz
experiences
and
that
Canvas
we
been
really
going?
haven't replicated yet with Dem Yeti Boyz, like in a live situation.
Right. I don't think we've played a place yet that.
That we felt anything or saw anything, or at least I don't know.
Yeah,
You did.
no, normally I would have, but
Have you ever walked into a venue that you did feel something? Even not a show
yes.
of ours, but like just any
no.
venue.
Surprisingly enough, actually, the show we played in Tampa, what was that? The Pegasus Lounge.
Oh,
That place, the back room area, gave me all kinds of weirdo vibes, man.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about haunted.
Yeah, it's got a lot
Okay,
of
well,
dark
let's tell the audience something real quick. Okay, something's interesting about Ryan. When Ryan, you're gonna like this big stack. When Ryan goes into a room,
But will he?
one of the first I met him way before this, but when I moved into my last place that I was living, he walked in and instantly he was like, "Hey, bro, there's a lot of energy in here." And Omer was there that day.
I was there.
And I didn't know this. I didn't know this side of Ryan. I mean, who really talks about spirits and ghosts and shit like that ever?
Probably
Nobody
all
does.
the time.
Probably-
Constantly.
probably
If you ask
too
me about it,
often
I
at this
will.
point.
Yeah.
Well, I do know now, but I'm talking about casually. Like we
Oh,
don't
yeah.
we don't just
Absolutely.
smoke and then go, "Hey, man, remember that ghost?"
Yeah. Oh, dude, that thing. Yeah. There's one time when I was in a graveyard.
Yeah.
That was.
We're talking politics and shit.
I've kind of been like trying to get into not ghost hunting, but just because of what's been going on at the shows and stuff. I've been doing.
Well,
a lot
what's
of-
been going on? I
I've been
have
doing
no
a lot
idea
of
what's
ghost
going on.
hunting.
Okay, I have no idea what's going on, but you've been telling me like, dude, there's a lot of shit going on. We're going to talk about it today. So so Ryan feels like senses energy, and I think that he's like a medium. My girlfriend thinks
I'm an
a
empath.
My girlfriend
basically,
thinks
what
I'm a fucking medium because I have my situations too. But like,
I'm about an extra large.
so basically.
This man.
So basically, Ryan comes in. He's like, "You feel energy," and I tell him about a couple things that's going on, and he was right. Like there was things that I knew about before, and one of which I'll tell everybody this story from forever. I was in my closet one morning. I was going to work, and I was thumbing through, and it was a long closet. So at the other end of the closet, one hanger, just one, a single hanger, just went whoop, boop, 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 and I was like this. I was. The fuck? So I was like, maybe something fell off the top. So I'm looking on the floor, seeing if something fell back behind the bottom shelf because it was a double layered closet. Like nothing's on the ground. I'm like, what the fuck? And that was before he told me that. So when he said that, I was like, well, actually, when I come to think about it, there was some weird shit going on in my apartment. But anyway, the other day he comes here, it's the same thing. Right. And he's one of those guys. So what happened at the show? Or a show? Or what?
Well,
What?
Specifically, the first time it happened for Canvas, Yeti Boyz, I think we had some stuff happen at the house well before this.
Yeah.
But for Canvas, and what I have some evidence of, pictures, video, was in St. Augustine, which is like a haunted town.
Yeah, they have all those tours and everything.
Yeah. So it really, like, when I saw the pictures afterwards, I saw all these orbs. I wasn't like, oh, yeah, I was just like, oh, that's really cool. Like, that's interesting.
Are orbs real?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, so it's not just a glitch in the camera or something, because I like to challenge everything. I'm not saying you're full of shit. I'm just saying I challenge everything. Yeah, just in case.
So most paranormal stuff that does happen, when they do look at footage of orbs, they always look to think bugs, anything flying, dust particles, and you try to break it down as much as you can until there is no explanation other than it is what it is.
That makes sense.
And the footage he has, I mean...
That's the thing. The St. Augustine...
You didn't bring it?
No, I have it.
Oh,
I
yes.
have it. I got time, like, just some places where the St. Augustine pics happened. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Next show, next month, Tampa, Brass Mug, like hundreds of miles apart. We get some footage. I have my camera, my phone running, and it's just probably 40 minutes long. Hundreds of orbs just passing in front of the
Like,
camera.
not even explainable. Like, hey, we're trying to show you some shit.
So many that if it was bugs or dust, you would see that shit. Like,
Right.
You would have been in the bar and just seen that shit everywhere.
Like if it was coronavirus.
Yeah. But it was just like globs of things just moving around all over the place.
So you got it on the camera, but you couldn't see it without the camera?
Right.
I didn't see anything. I mean, not what we were performing or anything.
That's crazy, right?
But it got me feeling a certain way about like maybe our energy was helping to have this.
You were
They were
manifesting.
jamming out.
You were manifesting.
Yeah. So then I.
How old was this bar?
Jesus. I mean, the Brass Mug's a pretty historic bar, so I'm sure it's been in Tampa for a while. And actually, that was the thing. In the footage, you'll actually see another videographer. He's got big bright vest. He looks ridiculous.
Right.
But he shot like 3 different angles of this footage, and I've been trying to pore over that and see if I can find anything. I really haven't seen much in his footage, but he records it all the time for live bands. So I was like, dude, have you ever seen anything? Because like I watched my footage back and I'm like freaked out because I'm seeing all these orbs and things going.
Like
on
you weren't
while
even.
I'm playing.
It wasn't even in your mind before you started looking at it. And then you're like, wait a minute, what is all this? Why are these things? Were they ruining the picture? Was it not? Was it because they were so like they were fucking up your picture?
Oh no. I mean, you can still see everything that's going on, but there's constant movement.
Yeah.
Things just going across the screen and all over the place. But I asked him like, hey man, have you ever seen anything? And he was like real quick to shut me down on it, which was a little sus.
Yeah.
But
A little sus. That's big sus. That means, hey, don't talk about this shit. My sister's like that.
Yeah.
Say, don't talk about this shit.
Well, if you bring it up, it manifests itself, which is
Really?
maybe he knows more than I know about it. So we've been
That's
been
why.
back to
That's
the
why
Brass
that day you
Mug.
came over here, it got live because you were all over that shit.
Well, shit, when we were talking about it here,
It was serious.
and like the faucet or something.
These are old
the noise
apartments.
of it or
Yeah,
whatever
these are
came
old
on.
apartments, dude. Yeah, they used to be condos back in. They were built in the '60s. So somebody's died in this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's why I was saying like, oh man, we should have Ryan come over and get like a Ouija board out. But it's like, no, you know what? Maybe that's not the best.
yeah. Okay,
idea.
so hold on a minute. Ouija boards, I will cut the line.
Yeah,
with that.
I ain't fucking with that.
That is a doorway that we do not open
Dude,
because you guys do not know how to
that's what
close
I'm
it.
saying.
Yeah.
We're just not.
Yeah,
No.
I wouldn't even be talking about this shit if it wasn't Halloween. It's like, hey,
that's probably the
this is
worst
the only
time to talk
reason we
about
get a
it.
pass.
This is exactly
Right.
why
You should
it's the
probably
worst.
talk about it like on Arbor Day or something. Something that's totally innocuous. Because when you talk about it now,
Yeah,
it's
good
like
point.
The doors are already lubricated.
Good point. So it is old. It was an old place.
I think so. I mean, it's a historic venue in Tampa, but yeah, we've been back. I've been trying to film, but now every time that I try to film, my camera doesn't pick stuff up. One time it just kind of fell over about 10 minutes into the set.
Right.
And I've just been having all these issues. One time it recorded and then it said it didn't have enough memory and it just deleted it. So we've been back like 3 times after that.
Hey, how often does that happen?
I mean,
Is that the first time that's ever happened?
Maybe. I have a pretty old phone, so I don't know. I'm not saying all of it's ghosts.
Maybe that's what happened to your camera, dude.
Some of it could just be old phone, but it's.
Don't
weird,
get me
man.
going.
Well, not to mention that the energy it's like, behind the door. But regardless, so the taking of footage and it's 100%. So with spirits and stuff, they can manifest easier based on how much electronics you have around. Like they take energy to manifest.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, I want to do another one.
They can pull, like pull that energy.
Never heard of those people like just listening to the white noise on the old TVs and stuff.
And that's
When I'm on acid, I definitely do that. I like try and listen to radio stations in between, like on the AMs.
I listen to the Spanish channel. I'm like, I understand everything.
trying to hear God's message in there, man.
You want some more, bro?
no, I'm all right.
All
That's
right.
a
Ryan
big,
didn't want to drink today, but it's his birthday tomorrow, so that Yeti boy is fucking
Big
drinking.
up,
I'm
big
sorry,
up.
I had
Yeti
to.
birthday.
Yeah. See.
It's just
Yeti
peanut butter,
birthday.
man.
Cheers.
You guys.
Let's go.
But yes, they do tend to take a lot from cameras, audio recording devices, anything. So if you end up in a situation, and I've seen it a couple of times, and I've had it happen to myself, where you'll be somewhere or you'll be doing something with an electronic device, and you'll know you have full battery. You just plug the bitch in, maybe a minute or two later, and you've lost all power to your camera. The battery's completely drained, or you're recording something,
And they're using that energy.
and they're basically taking
They're
that kind of
that energy out of there
to form.
using it to
What?
manifest. And what are you thinking? That's why your cameras are always dying.
He got me thinking that just now.
There's there could be a
What,
possibility.
Did you give him a glance?
I mean, he was giving him some looks.
Well,
I mean,
no, he.
let's be honest.
He
was
was telling
looking
me
at me
something a
funny.
while back. He's like, dude, my bathroom door was open, and then I
No,
closed
it
it, and then it was open again.
No.
And I was like, okay,
see-
maybe you
see,
didn't close it all the way.
You can't
dude.
just shit on my story like that, dude. You can't just come in and shit on my story.
That's the best about ghost stories is because you can do that. Anything I have to say or anything
No,
that I
I'll
can tell you guys, you can immediately be like, oh, and then this one time I went outside and the wind blew. You know.
Right, but that's not. He shitted on my story though.
I don't remember
So-
exactly how it was. You're right.
It was basically the door closed and then the door opened.
or
Then
it was
it
the,
closed
or
again.
no, a towel fell
No,
down.
the
or
door closed
something
and
else.
locked itself.
Oh, I remember you
me
told me
out.
about
Locked?
that,
I
right.
don't remember it locking.
You're an asshole.
No, he's talking about something different you told him. So you have too much going on
No.
that you have too many stories about whatever.
He
in your
definitely
house.
thinks about ghosts
He's
fairly often.
told me about the
Dude,
door
what do you-
locking and stuff.
What do you want me to do,
I recall
bro?
that.
Okay, so I come home from work. It was a Friday. It was the same. So I come home. My girl ain't home yet because she goes to the farm on Fridays. Sitting there, I make myself an old fashioned, and I cheers to my people that ain't there. But
Well, there you go. That's what happened.
You manifested.
Yeah,
it's
you're
another
like-
thing. You brought attention
You're
to
inviting
it.
a vampire into your
well,
house.
then that was
Yeah.
a beautiful thing. Then
Can I come
that was
in?
a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Did you pour any on the ground?
So when I did it, I
Oh,
was
that's
like,
why you screwed up because you didn't pour any on the ground, and they're pissed.
"That's
Yeah,
fucked
you're
up." See, that's fucked. Now you guys are
below
crossing.
are pissed, man. They're the
Hey.
ones who are gonna fuck with you.
I like dark humor, but Jesus Christ, you guys are getting a little dark.
Hey,
So
Hey, whoa, what did
let's-
you need,
let's,
my child?
You know, hold up on
that's
the
almost
Jesus
as bad
Christ.
as that's almost. Yeah, I am sorry, but anyway,
Are we not allowed to say that?
no.
That's what I've been
He's
told.
very
I don't know.
He's very religious.
Oh, I just literally
Oh.
called myself Jesus, and I said,
Yeah.
"What did you need, my child?"
Oh, if
So
that's your
a
name,
bad-
that's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's spelled differently though.
Daniel's uber religious,
Right.
so you got to be careful around him. So anyway,
I haven't figured out what religion I am, but I know
Be
whatever it
careful of
is,
all
I'm
of them.
very that.
Yeah.
so I'm gonna tell this fucking story since you brought it out and you fucked it up. If you want me to.
I don't know what you're
It's a
talking
whole
about.
other story.
All right, so it was
That you're scared of the dark?
Yeah.
no, it was the door.
Okay.
It's what happened that day.
He's scared of a door, man. Come
Oh,
on.
right. Sorry. Door, not dark. Sorry.
It's
I mean,
Halloween.
Don't play the
have to-
doors around him either, because it's the same thing.
Ooh.
No locked doors.
Jim
So
Morrison.
this was before he came in and felt the energy.
This is before I came in, and ever since anything going on whatsoever.
Right. So
Okay.
so I went back there because I left when I got changed out of my work clothes, I left my stogie. It was about this big too. I left it on my armoire. So I was like, shit, I forgot it. And I was like, okay, well I got my drink and I like to fucking drink smoke a stogie when I got my whiskey. So I go back.
I drink my tobacco too.
Just so you know, most people with armoires have ghosts.
Yes.
Yeah, probably. I believe it.
You think there's a
It was in that
correlation
room.
there?
Absolutely.
I don't know. I don't even know if I have an armoire. What the fuck?
But that's.
I mean,
but
I know
maybe
it's
that
like
type
it's
of
like your
furniture.
dresser,
I
right?
believe it.
I
don't know.
think
It's a
so.
tall dresser.
It's a tall dresser, and it's probably
Yeah,
old. and
but
made
I
of
think if
wood
you
or
know
something.
that word and you
made out of
utilize that word, you have ghosts.
What about credenza? You ever use that one?
That probably falls in the same
It's also
category.
like a
yeah.
dresser. I don't know
Well,
why.
Yeah.
credenza.
Well,
can
dresser
definitely-
scares ghosts. Armoire
brings them
Yeah.
in.
brings
Brings
them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It came in with
Shit.
the armoire.
That's all I got to do is get rid of that thing.
So
Yeah, like old architecture
It's
does that.
expensive.
Like you have a new house, ghosts don't come. You
It
have an
doesn't
old
even
house,
fit in
they're-
that room
they're
either.
there.
That room's
make a
too
ghost
small
come.
for that extra piece. I have to walk around it. But anyway, I go in there to get my stogie, and the door was shut. So that was weird in itself because I never shut the doors. I never shut any of the doors ever. And but I was like, I must have shut the door. But then I went to open it,
it happens.
and it was locked. So then instantly chills just shot up through my body. I was like, ooh, I wasn't expecting that. I expected the door to be shut. That's cool, whatever. I probably shut it. I don't usually shut it. But then when I realized it was locked, it just instantly was like, and then I kind of like rushed back out, and I was just like, okay, what was that? And then as soon as I could gather myself, I heard the door from outside coming in, opening up, and I was like, okay, so hopefully that's Jackie, because I just want to tell her what the fuck just happened, because that just shook me.
Right.
So it was her, and she'll tell you till today that my face was white. My face was she was like, and I was like, all right, I don't know what just happened, but I'm locked out that bedroom over there, just trying to get my stogie. And she's like, okay, so why are you pale white? Are you sick or something? I was like, I don't know.
I'm scared.
You call it what it is.
Do you want to have contact, or you want to run away? I mean, which one is it?
I never asked for contact, dude. I'm just existing over here, man. You know,
I would just think someone
life.
who's so interested in that subject, you would want to be involved with it.
Why would I ever be interested in the subject, dude?
Because you talk about it a lot.
So if the door locked on you,
I would say, what the fuck? How did I do that to myself?
or a hanger did that, and just weird little things.
I locked myself out of my truck the other day. I didn't blame it on anything but me.
What would it take?
What would it take?
What
Yeah,
would it
that's
take?
a great question.
What would you,
I'm not
would
sure.
you like need to see or feel to feel like, man, maybe there's.
I don't know.
It would have to be something pretty substantial.
I mean,
though, yeah.
To say it was a ghost, yes.
No, just to say that
Any
it was
spiritual
off.
anything.
Just to
I
say
mean,
that it was
I could
off.
say that there's like an energy between us,
Well, of course,
you
absolutely.
know, of living, and so yeah, there's an energy, but I wouldn't classify what I've experienced as ghosts.
No, brother, he's asking you, what would it take for you to consider that something was off? That you're just like, okay, that
like it
was
had
not.
nothing to do with me,
Right.
It wasn't an accident
Right.
or whatever.
It was just
It was some kind of
unexplainable.
unexplained. I don't know. More than a locked door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say that it was a ghost. I just said it was fucking weird. I did, but then
So I've
Ryan
come
enters.
over maybe twice, and the second time I've been here, you didn't tell me any of this information. You didn't
no.
tell me the story. I didn't
for
know
several
anything.
times.
Right, and you haven't talked to me about it at all. So
See
I
that,
came
Daniel?
in.
I don't talk about it all the time.
Yeah. Well, maybe not to us, but you probably talked to him. You see the ghost
I
again?
spend
The
8
door locked
hours a
again.
day with this guy, 10 hours a day with this guy.
Dude,
You're
you'll never
gonna talk
believe
ghosts.
the tissues were moved.
Right, exactly.
But anyways, so I came in, and you can feel what's happening in the room, and I started mentioning it, and then he tells me the whole story.
I was like,
that
dude,
had
you gotta
already
hear this
given
shit.
him that I felt all this stuff before he told me anything about it.
And Ryan was like, dude, my antennas are even more up in this place than your last place. This place is fucking live, dude.
So while we're hanging out in his kitchen down the long hallway, there's some kind of dark, shadowy, misty energy, basically that is taller than the top of the ceiling that like the room we're sitting in now. It was a very tall,
And it feels like a presence or a negativity.
I watch him
Both.
watching it because I'm
Both.
standing in my
He's-
kitchen going, what are you seeing, dude? And he's like,
It's not good.
He was trying not to look at the shit.
I didn't want to look at it, but all I could do was feel it. So as I'm trying to avoid all this, he starts mentioning, things are getting real cold in these rooms, and things are little different stuff is happening. If something that is manifesting in your home that is dark, or you start seeing flashes of like, you thought you saw something out of the corner of your eye, but like, you didn't see anything, but it happens all the time. It's like a shadow figure, and shadow people are a bad thing because it's an imprint of negative emotions on something. Like you get in a fight with somebody, your shadow casts on the wall, but that shadow holds to that room, and that energy itself can manifest and linger in places.
I mean, come on. It's you don't believe that energy exists?
That's not
I
what
already-
he's saying.
I
No,
already
he
said that I
No,
did.
no. He's saying that he doesn't. It's not necessarily that it's
not
ghost.
ghost.
It's not ghost.
Yeah, the way that he
Well,
just
what's the difference between
the way that
energy
he
and
just
ghost?
explained it, I could agree with that. You leave,
That sounded way more crazier than a locked door.
No. A ghost is saying there's an individual
negative energy.
Yeah,
It's just
like
hell.
my grandmother's haunting me or whatever.
You can physically see
A lady
that.
was murdered, and now
that specific person is here.
Her sadness is in the room.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, or the reason I brought it to his attention though was basically because if things are moving in your home or it has enough to throw something off of a shelf or whatever, that's when it becomes bad for you
Like
and
a
it's
poltergeist.
dangerous. But like I also mentioned to him, I directly addressed whatever is in the vicinity, and I made a point to say you can't follow me. You're not going to come with me. This is not going to happen. Like you stay where you are. And if it's not harming you and it doesn't feel awful, then that's fine. I can definitely tell you that it is a presence. It hangs in your home. It is part of the show. You'll watch back and see me look backwards like 15 times. It's something that is here and it's very present. But I don't know what it wants. But I personally, specifically,
Well,
just
that's
do
when
not
we
like
went
it.
deeper. That's when we started
Right.
going deeper. And I told him that I had a sister that passed away a long time ago, and I've always known that she's always had my back, and she's always maintained a presence, just to let him know it's not aggressive. She just chills. And I swear to God that's what I feel like in my heart.
And he mentions to me that it's a ghastly white presence that he thinks is his sister. So as we're talking about this, funny enough, all the doors at the end of the hallway are closed. There's no lights coming in. And I told him, dude, there's a smoky, like, white haze at the end of your hallway.
It did not surprise me at all.
But when that happened, the darker hazy figure basically it was gone. And there was just left with this little white smoke. It kind of phased up into the ceiling. And,
Right.
and
It was
got
like it's like dry ice, kind of.
Exactly. It's like the smokiness of a dry ice,
Right.
but very light.
And I'll tell you when I see
That makes
that,
sense.
because I told him, I also told him that when it was about the first, dude, I sleep. My girl would tell you, like, I fall asleep like that. As soon as I sit down somewhere comfortable, I am out. The first couple weeks I lived here, I could not go to sleep. In fact, I would lay up and just look up at the ceiling, and it's so dark in my room that you shouldn't be able to see nothing. But the fire detector right there has a little red beam that comes out. So in that red beam, I see smoke, and it was so bad one time that I wanted to wake her up. I was like, what the fuck am I seeing right now? And I was like feeling it and everything, and it was just like coming over. I'm like, what is this? And I just was like, okay. That happened for a while, and then I got over it, and it was like a week, 2 weeks later, and I was just right back to going to sleep as soon as it's like I got used to it. So I had some getting used to. I don't know what it is. I don't know anything, but I got used to it, and now I just I rest. And I told him that, and he's like, dude. And I could see his eyes because, dude, I read people, and he's freaking out. He was scared, actually. I don't mean to tell you that.
What exactly are you scared of?
I don't mean to tell you that he was scared, but he was definitely aware of what the hell was going on. He goes, dude.
Yeah, but so let's say there's a negative energy that you're feeling here in the other room, right? Mm-hmm. It makes you uncomfortable because just because you feel it, or because you think it's going to cause something.
It wasn't in the other room. He saw down the hallway. That's a long ass hallway that goes all the way down there.
It's a spooky hallway.
He was looking. It is a spooky hallway.
I look down that hallway.
This
Like
hallway
every time
spooky?
I'm here, I look down that hallway.
And the hallway is...
Big Stack ain't scared of nothing.
See, the thing is
I walk in the pitch dark all the time.
it's nothing
I
about
do too.
the
I do
hallway
too.
that's scary.
I do too, but there's something about...
It's not the dark. I walk in the dark.
Right. That's what he's not...
There's just a
dark,
feeling that the hallway gives you.
Right.
It's the feeling that there's a presence in the hallway at any given time, and if you don't think about it, and
But if you're feeling that presence, why aren't you trying to like? It sounds like you guys have a fear of it. Like, why aren't you trying to communicate with it?
No, I don't want to.
Why? It's in your fucking house.
Because I believe that's my sister.
But
man.
it's in your
I don't
house.
think it's
a
necessary.
darker figure is not your sister.
But if you believed it, it was your sister, even more of a reason to communicate with it.
But it's been there for most of my whole
my
life.
point is, why believe in ghosts at all unless you're going to try to communicate with it? Why even think about it?
It's not
I understand where you're coming from.
100%.
And
do you believe in aliens?
Yeah.
If there was an alien here, would you want to talk to it? Or
You
you're just like, fuck you, alien.
I mean, what's its intention?
Right.
I mean, it doesn't matter what its intention is. It's here and it's present. So you should probably say,
I
"Hey,
mean, honestly,
what are you doing here,
no.
dude?"
I'm saying if an alien phased right there, I'm diving across this table.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
That's just
thing
my
is
that's
possessed. I don't
my
know.
instinct.
It's
Because
different when a physical presence is there versus something that you feel is there that is not physically there, dude. It's two different things. And when you always feel that presence, what am I going to just stop my whole day every day?
But see, I don't really see you're saying that there's a big difference, and I think you're saying there's not a big difference, right? If you're physically there and you're spiritually there, you're fucking there.
If you're present and you feel a presence, you're present. You were there.
No,
yeah,
but he said an alien is standing right there.
But if it
well,
was,
I mean, I'm just trying to
I would say,
correlate
what's
it to
up?
something more tangible.
I'd pull up a microphone.
right?
And
No,
give
but
him
the point of what he's trying to say is if you're so concerned about what it's doing and bringing it up, why are you concerned? My point of bringing it up to you when I saw it was because I saw it. I physically
and we
put
have,
eyes
but
on
we
it.
have a little connection going now too. We've been talking about this, and I actually was interested in seeing how you would feel.
Right, but his point is basically saying if you're bringing it up in the sense that it's got something on you, or are you afraid of it, or does it cause you?
No, I'm not afraid of it, obviously. Because
But the point he's bringing is,
But you said it freaks you out.
right? If it
That's-
freaks you out,
no,
what do you want to do with it?
when
The
the
door
door
locking
shut and locked
freaked him
itself
out.
freaked me out, dude. That was kind of like what the.
If you knew that
I'm just
exactly
saying,
what
it's not like
it
you're in
wouldn't be
St.
freaky.
Augustine and you're on a tour and you're going through the woods and you see orbs and whatever. You get freaked out, okay, and you don't want to think about it later, okay. But if it's in your house,
Right.
I mean, if it was me, I would be like, "Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, like let's make.
I mean, I
Can you
said I agree with that.
move my cup, dude?"
but a lot of
I, mean, I don't think I'd ask
That
it
shit
to do
would
tricks, but
would
like if
freak me
if you
out.
felt like that was your sister,
Like,
did
I'm
you
going to
ever
church
try
tomorrow.
Yeah.
talk
speak
to
to
her.
her?
No,
Yeah.
actually, maybe yeah.
But see,
yeah,
you're
I
saying
have.
no to these things. If there's a presence in your
Yeah.
home, one negative and one positive,
I'm a very spiritual person, so I do
but why do
pray
you want
and all
that
stuff.
negativity to be? Okay, so being
But that's
spiritual
not
and
talking.
praying, or it's two different spectrums trying to put
Correct.
it into one thing.
Correct.
Praying is you're asking for something. You're saying, hey, I'm trying to repent for something. You're doing
Not really. You just
in
shouting
regards-
out,
in
shout out.
regards. But if you're trying,
So you hope then you don't pray.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no,
what-
you just
Are
shout
you
out
just
everybody
trying to,
that
you're
passed
trying
away,
to
and you,
speak?
Right,
Oh, okay.
right.
and you shout out
Praying
every,
is like directly to God,
Praying
right?
is asking
Please,
for
God, let
No,
me win the
no,
goddamn
no.
lotto
Yeah.
Totally not. No,
tomorrow.
Jesus, please, I'm asking you, can I get through this
that's
fucking
not
game, please? Yeah.
that's not completely
Not
true,
just-
dude.
not
You
just- it doesn't just have to be for yourself. You can pray for the
Thank you.
health and goodness of others.
Right.
But you
But
are
it's
if
still,
you're
asking,
but it's still
still-
to
you're
the
asking
to,
God for something.
right.
But
Yes.
in the
Well,
same sense, you're still
no.
asking him. Yes.
Or you could be thankful in a prayer too. You say, "Hey, thanks for all the health in my family.
I like
thanks
how
for
everybody on
being healthy."
Facebook and
I
all
think
that
you
stuff
just
says,
give thanks at
"You're in
the
my
end,
prayers
like,
and
hey,
everyone's in
here's
my
some props.
prayers and all this." They're all fucking liars, dude. Everybody that says that,
No, you
they
can't
don't-
say that.
Yes,
you can't
they
say
are.
that. No,
Yes.
no, no, no,
No,
not
no, no.
every.
Everyone
not
that
every,
says you're in my prayers, they don't pray for you. Maybe some
That's
of,
not
maybe
true,
a couple
dude.
of them.
That's
do.
not
Small
true,
mark.
bro.
I definitely know
Most
some
of
old
them do
ladies
not.
who will,
They
like,
say
word
it,
for
but
word,
they do
name
not
for
do
name
that.
pray
do
for
you
people.
guys
Like,
know
legit.
what
I
I'll
will-
pray for you means? Do you guys? When someone on
I think
Facebook
that
or an
when you
old
get down on your
person,
knees
I
next to
think
your
it's a-
bed,
Hold
you
on,
say,
hold on.
"Please."
Hey, guys, one person at a time.
no,
Go.
he's.
Go
But
ahead.
my point of what we're saying, when you're saying, when someone says, "You'll keep you in my prayers," I'm praying for you. If it's an older person and they're on Facebook, it's a snide remark. I'm praying for you because they think that you're doing
Yeah.
so much wrong. But actual praying is getting down.
Yeah.
hands together,
They should say,
talking
"I'll keep you in my."
directly to the
They
man.
should say, "I'll keep you in my thoughts."
Yes,
Okay,
and
so-
that's better because they're definitely not going to do that. They're going to lay in their bed. They're going to ask for their family to be good, and they're going to say, "And if you can make me
That's
keep
such
living."
a cold way to look at people,
No,
dude.
it's not.
There's
I'm
a
not
lot
saying-
of
no,
people
that's
that
the
do,
truth,
man.
bro.
No, it's not.
It is the
There's
truth.
a lot of people that do, man.
No, they do not.
Bullshit.
I would disagree
There's-
that there's a lot.
I would.
Yes.
Okay.
There's-
Maybe a lot.
I'm not going to say there's
Maybe
none.
your mom.
There's few.
I'm not going to say there's none.
Yeah.
couple.
But-
no one said none, but we're definitely not saying.
Not
love
the
it.
majority.
The majority,
Not the majority
that
of
say
people.
that do not.
Omer, you're fucking hilarious. dude.
Corey, I'm praying.
A lot is a
I'm
lot
gonna pray
is
for
a
you.
stretch.
I'm gonna pray your doors never lock again.